Today, we're going to have a conversation about money, and we're going to have a conversation about the state of the economy in most places around the world right now. And going into 2026, a lot of people are looking for some alternatives. You got a lot of people who are suffering and people who are scraping by, who are barely surviving from the year that was 2025. Guys, when you look at, the facts that lay before us, we had since as of November, 1.2 million people who lost their job last year. When you look at the fact that you have people who are employees and people who really work for a living, are 9 to 5ers, 67% of those people, guys, say that they live paycheck to paycheck. 18 million people or 18 million households don't have enough money to buy food. 50% of the jobs are being replaced by, not by AI, but people who are mastering AI. And so we're talking about people who 60, 70% of the people who are living below what we would call a quality of life standard for them. um, that's becoming a reality. And so the days of just thinking that you're going to have, you know places like Chicago and Michigan, or Cleveland and Michigan and Ohio, those be the places where you have no middle class and just a poor and a rich class. Guys, you're starting to see that all over the United States of America, right? Middle class is definitely going away, and a lot of people again are suffering. So right now we're coming with options, and so for a person who is looking for, just a little bit of extra money, to get by, a totally new career change or lifestyle change, or even for a person who understands money and wealth creation, and they want to build something special, they want to build another stream of income. This conversation that we're going to have today, guys, you'll see that it'll satisfy in each and every last one of those individuals. So please get yourself something right with, something right on, and let's go ahead and have this conversation real quick here. Okay. Uh, just for the record, guys, I'm going to give you this disclaimer because I am not a financial advisor, and all information shared during this event is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I say today should be considered as, financial advice. And Build Network, Omni, Algo Alpha do not guarantee income or financial results of any kind. Trading involves risk, and past performances does not guarantee future successes. So you'll see that we have platforms that have done some amazing things, but tomorrow brings a new day. Okay. But participants are encouraged to use discretion and seek independent financial advice before making trading decisions, because again, this is your money that you are putting at risk. Okay. Now, last things you see right there says, do not ever give anybody money to trade for you, guys. And for me, I joke with my wife about it now. It's like a multi six-figure college course that we took. All right, we had people who we respected, who gave us access to some information and platform that we believe to be a hedge fund company, and we had multiple six figures that we actually invested in that company. And as far as having them trade for us, and guess what? 100% of that money went away, and we had nothing to show for it except for that experience. And so, if you don't remember anything else, guys, let me share this saying, with you, and you can write it down, record it, whatever you want to do. But this will serve you well in life. Anytime you have a person with the experience and a person with the money, and they enter into a transaction together, the person with the experience will leave with the money, and the person will leave with the money will leave with the experience. And I want you to learn from my experience. Okay. I had a friend years ago when COVID hit, who said, "Hey, look, if I'm you, I will learn how to trade. I'll even teach you how to trade." And I didn't. And at that point in time, I should have learned, but because I didn't, I turn a small fortune over to people, who I trusted, and allowed them to trade for me. And guess what? I have nobody to blame but myself, because I could have been in control of that cash flow. All right. And so when you look at ways to get paid, since we're talking about money, there are four ways. And the majority of people start here, and most still end up here at the employee level, which is the 60 percenters, right? Then you have the people who so you know what? I want to do my own thing. I want to be my own boss. I want to be an independent contractor. You know, these people become attorneys or they become doctors or they become real estate agents, mortgage brokers, whatever. They're working for themselves, right? And then you have the people who, you know, actually own companies. And when I talk about companies, I'm talking about companies that have 100 employees or more, right? Big companies, right? And then you have the people who are one percenters. So when you look at the one percenters are the people who have their money work for them. They understand that money is a currency. And when you look at that word current, it means that when it goes out, it must come back in stronger, right? And so, you know, these are the four categories. And if you look at Robert Kiyosaki and you research the cash flow quadrants, you'll see each one of these in detail and how he describes it, right? And so, Rich Dad Poor Dad was an awesome book, stayed at the bestseller for years because it taught this concept, and when people started to grasp it, people started to evolve. And when you look at, you know, the evolution, you want to move from the 95 percenters, the people who work for themselves and work for somebody, to the people who actually have people working for them and have their money working for them. Because 95 percenters, they are not in control, even though they are the majority. The 5 percenters are the ones who have the ideas, the concepts, you know, the wherewithal to go out there and you know, create opportunities for others. So the 5 percenters control 95% of all the wealth around the world. And the 95 percenters, they fight for the 5% that's left. Okay, so when you look at the ecosystem that we're going to talk about today, Bill Trading Academy is a part of the Bill Network. And so the Bill Trading Academy combines the experience of master traders with the genius and simplicity of our Einstein scanner and automated trading app Omni. Okay. Trading can help you build your own economy, guys, which is something that I've learned and mastered years and years ago. My wife and I, based on financial tragedy, learned, you know, a long time ago. Once we rebuilt how to rebuild with a financial firewall around, you know, our lifestyle and around our, you know, businesses. Okay, we learned that we are, you know, the president, you know, of our own economy, and everybody's economy under their roof is different to the penny. But we also learned that, guys, everybody's economy is not strong enough to withstand a catastrophe, right? So when you look at building the Bill Trading Academy, it was created so that people all around the world would be able to take control of their finances and insulate themselves from those uncontrollable catastrophes I was talking about, like COVID, layoffs, rising costs of living, and more, right? And you know, when I look at, you know, my first go around when we lost everything, right? I didn't have any, you know, income insurance. I didn't have multiple streams of income, right? And that's what hit me the hardest because when I lost those three companies, I lost everything. All right. Now, when I rebuilt, however, and COVID hit, that is, you know, when 20,000 companies, no, 30,000 companies closed their doors in the US and 2 million people went home. um, I was locked in my home with a $50,000 to $60,000 a month residual recurring income based on, you know, cash flow that I created. And I had other, you know, when I say streams of income, you know, coming in as well. So it didn't hit me like it hit everybody else. I had comfort within the confines of my four walls, my home being the COVID prison. So I was in a different place based on me learning how to actually, you know, develop a book of business that I would call my income insurance. Okay. But why should you learn how to trade with us guys? And it's not even just with us. It's just why should you learn how to trade, period? Now, you want to learn how to trade because when you do, there's nowhere around the world that you can't trade. There are no boundaries. You can trade from the beach, the bed, the bath, you know, guys, the boondocks. It doesn't matter, right? You are your own boss. You have no employees, inventory, infrastructure. You don't have those headaches, right? And when you look at that life skill, guys, you are learning it so you can supplement, you know, all of those, you know, other incomes are replacing it. So a person with a 40-hour work week or a 50-hour work week, you can literally learn your way out of a job. As you know, remember, retirement is not about age. It's about your financial wherewithal to stop working, right? If you got more money coming in than you make on your job, then now your job is an option. And one thing I learned about people who have options, guys, yeah, it's hard for you to be fired. You know what I'm saying? So it's you come to work with a little bit of different moxie, if you will, right? But you want to learn it, so you can, set the right example for the next generation, guys. You want to be responsible and you want to show people, that are taking control of your life in the future, not just now. Okay. When I look at, the impact that it makes on your roof, guys, I've been able to learn, I've been able to teach my kids a lot about finances, but my wife is the actual trader here. And now she's impacted my son, my 17-year-old son, to the point where now he wants to learn how to trade, which is something I'm extremely excited about. Okay, but you no longer have to rely solely on banks, jobs, or outdated systems, and now you get a chance to pretty much become the bank because what happens is this, guys, when you actually open up a bank account, you sign a power of attorney. And that power of attorney says that they can use your money any kind of way they want to, right? And the agreement says that they only have to pay you um, less than 1% per year for the usage of your money. But when they take your money and they trade your money, they're getting 300%, 500%, 5,000% return on your money, right? And when you go to the bank to get your money, you can't even get it when you want it. You have to make an appointment to get it because it's in the market, it's not in the bank. So these are things that you learn also when you learn how to trade. Okay. So when you look at the ecosystem, guys, the things that the pillars that we stand on, it's all about wealth building. It's all about financial education, financial empowerment, those type of things. And then when you look at the lifestyle of it all, we understand that when you work hard and you go out there and you lay it all on the line, you want to decompress, you want to de-stress, you want to be able to take your family on the best of vacations and live your life around the world, right? And then you actually have the ultimate of freedoms. You have all of the freedoms. Okay, you don't just have the financial freedom. You don't just have the time freedom. You have stress freedom, location freedom, where you can live wherever you want to live, do whatever you want to do. Right. So that's what we're offering you guys here. So when you look at who we're looking for, guys, anyone who is looking to make more money or looking at the change their life, when it comes to their direction economically, we're looking for you. All right. Next generation entrepreneurs and digital nomads who grew up with crypto, YouTube, TikTok education, we're looking for you. Right? These are the people who really don't want to do what their parents do for a living. These are the kids that are dropping out of college right now because they see things like trading, AI, and e-commerce and stuff like that. They are the next generation of new money, and I'm telling you, they're getting to seven figures faster than any of their parents and predecessors did. Okay, but ambitious professionals who want to take control of their income and their time. You have people who know their value and they know that they're underpaid or they see what their talents can get them in a different stream of income in addition to what they already do. Right? Parents who care about teaching their kid, like it's this part right here does a lot for me because when you look at you know people like Dale Boudreaux. He has a son that I've been knowing maybe for about 15, 16 years, preteen. He's 26 years old. They trade together now, father and son. Right. When I look at Latoya Landry, her and her son Cameron, who I've been knowing since he was a young teen, they trade now, right? And he's a young adult with a family. Now he's trading and he's able to teach his child, his new child how to trade when they grow up, right? I look at Ignacio. Ignacio has a 26-year-old daughter who she's tired of being in the workforce. His oldest daughter, she wants to come home, and she's now decided to start trading with him. Guys, the list goes on and on. One of our traders, Donnie Pips, his 11-year-old son, I remember one day he got a text message while we were together, and he had just sent his dad a text that said, "Dad, I just closed out a trade. The trade was for $925, and he did it in 30 minutes." An 11-year-old. Guys, you got to understand that this one part right here is worth learning how to trade, if for no other reason, if you're a parent. Imagine being able to groom your child in a way where when all of this stuff is happening around them, and it will happen around them, it's cyclical, that they will be inoculated from it based on them learning how to trade. Okay, trading communities, guys. We're looking for people who actually have trading communities and people who are creators who want to build trading communities around trading, right? And so this is the landing spot. We are going to be the number one most desired landing spot around the world when it comes to trading, and it's going to be to a large part of when you look at just our core basics and what we teach when it comes to trading in itself. Guys, we're not a one-trick pony. We're not just a forex trading company or a crypto trading company or a futures trading company or an options trading company. Guys, guess what? We trade all four of them, right? We have people who trade all of these, right? And so when I look at, people, you have people who have options, and that's what people want, right? People want options. So when you look at, again, the core basics and what they're being taught and what they have access to, you have the foundational training when it comes to the fundamental things, everything from introing, to intro trading, like gold, major pairs, stocks, options, and futures, all the way down to demo trading, where you get a chance to learn, how to actually trade with fake money, with play money, whatever you want to call it. You get a chance to make the mistakes and the mistakes not cost you, right? You get a chance to make mistakes and it not, affect you emotionally. So these are things that are very, very important. But trading essentials, how to make trading plans, candlestick patterns, price action, all the way down to trade psychology, right? Which is huge because again, when you look at mastering, this skill set is going to put you in a position where you can actually protect yourself from yourself. Okay? And then you have the tools and software on top of what we actually bring to the table when it comes to you know, our core basics of people just coming in and being able to learn how to trade live and then watch trading live, right? They're getting trained live. They have access to, our actual traders, guys, as opposed to these other companies that they only give you access to PDFs, videos, and a Q&A every once in a while with their traders. So you'll see, guys, we're giving you more and more what others are refusing to or they're charging you extra to. Okay. So when it comes to, reasons why, people don't really want to trade or they shy away from trading, you have some people who the knowledge gap, they feel like they'll never ever learn it, or the emotional discipline that it takes. They don't believe in themselves that they can do it without gambling, or having access to the traders and the complexity of trading in itself, or even the lack of mentorship. Guys, I'm gonna just tell you like this right here. We really satisfy all of those things because we actually have live trading sessions, live training sessions all through the week with all of the categories, right? So you have access to our traders. And when you look at JCL Ladacuente, he trades futures in English and Spanish, not just in Spanish. Okay? And he's also starting to trade and teach people how to trade CFTs. Okay, and he's real close to getting his license. So again, he's not just a trader. He's not just a person who's out here, teaching people how to trade. This is what he does for a living. This is where he's amassed his small fortune, where he opens up other businesses outside of this with his trading money. And you have Donnie Pips. This is a person who has his own strategy, the E3 strategy. And as a matter of fact, some of our technology that he personally built that we're using has his strategy on it. And that strategy is actually being used in other companies around the world globally. And so, but he, when I say his background, seven-figure quant trader, guys, he's been trading since 2008. He's been teaching since 2015 as a black belt Six Sigma. So you can go on and on and on about the guy. And when you look at, Roxy Castellano, guys, she's, a person who trades. She trades options, but the thing I like about her is that she trades, children. She trades. She teaches children how to trade. She teaches women how to trade. She has a trading group as well. Most of these, all of these individuals have trading groups, and so don't want to spend a lot of time or going on every individual person by person because every one of our traders are qualified, to trade and teach you how to trade. Okay, so just know that they all do their thing. So when it comes to the tools and the software, these are the things that you actually have access to outside of, in addition to the traders themselves. So when you look at, technology, imagine having the smartest piece of trading technology in the world, making financial decisions with you. Yes, when you have technology that's garners the name Einstein, it should tell you that it's smart, right? But how does it work? When you look at Einstein, you want to look at Einstein as your personal trading assistant. It's there to assist you, right? Make your job of trading a lot easier, simplify it, keep you from making mistakes, right? It identifies high probability trade setups that line up with what you have been learning and being taught. When you look at, Donnie Pips, and he's training and teaching you guys the E3 strategy. Guess what? The Einstein scanner is set, for the E3 strategy. Okay. And guess what? It doesn't just send you guys alerts. It empowers you to trade with confidence by pinpointing winning trades through data-driven signals. Guys, let me share some with you. My wife did not, you know, uh, look at trading as something that she wanted to do because she looked at trading as gambling initially, right? And when she got a chance to realize that it's a skill, it's not gambling. She opened up to it, but now she's not just opening up. She's aggressively learning how to trade, and it's all because of Einstein. Okay, and so she has Einstein on her smartwatch, right? And so when that alert shows up, it pops up. Guess what she does? She runs directly to the table where her MacBook is open to the market already. She analyzes the trade that Einstein sent, and then she submits the trade. And guess what? I can just tell you right now, in less than 30 days, she's already well over 80%, almost 100%, of earning, the capital that she put in. So, and again, it's not an income claim. I'm just telling you where she's in, where she's at, and what she's done based on Einstein, itself. Einstein is holding her hand. It's like riding a bike with training wheels. Okay, and then you have Omni, guys, and so Omni, guess what? It's going live this week. As a matter of fact, on Monday, they're giving it a spin, and but Omni is trading. Is a technology platform that can mirror advanced algorithms or live professional traders to execute trades based on predefined criteria. Okay. It's designed to minimize human intervention and capitalize on market opportunities faster. Okay. So when you look at Einstein, the benefits of speed, efficiency, and reduced emotional bias, again, protecting you from yourself. As a matter of fact, you have people who that trade, and when they trade, they make mistakes and they lose money. And certain people, when they lose money, it's the equivalent of going on tilt in poker. They just make emotional, rash decisions and say, you know what, all in. I'm just going to go ahead and shove it all in and push the button. And that's what Omni takes away from you because Omni is pushing the button for you, right? So you're betting on an algorithm of your choice. You're betting on a trader of your choice, and that trader is trading for you, or that algo is trading for you. So that's why Omni is so powerful. And then when you have Algo Alpha, see, I have resources in Algo Alpha myself, and I have resources in that because, again, I'm a busy person. I don't have time to learn how to trade at the moment. So Einstein works for my wife, Algo Alpha and Omni works for me, right? So Algo Alpha is an institutional grade trading software that can mirror advanced algorithms and professional traders to execute trades on your behalf. And guys, when I say in an institutional grade trading, guys, we're talking about the type of software and algorithms that hedge fund companies and investment firms use, not retail investors or retail traders, right? Our users choose a broker and set up their own trading accounts. You manage your account, once it's set up, no manual management or trades is needed. Add or withdraw funds at any time in your brokerage. And I personally have been able to witness, for 3 weeks, it actually take trades. I get an email every time it goes into the market on my behalf. I get an email every time it leaves the market on my behalf. And I have transactional history. I can go look at every transaction, every trade. Okay, win, lose, or draw. And that's one of the things that I really and truly get excited about. As a matter of fact, I was actually able to transfer money into my account, additional money to my account without a whole lot of hassle. So it's a simple situation to be a part of. But the thing that gave me comfort in this program, right, is that they've been around for over 3 years. They have the data to prove it. They have over 3,000 customers and users. And I'm gonna give you some information on the end that's gonna blow you out of your seat when it comes to Algo Alpha. But everything that when I say that they've done over 3 years is documented in a resource that you can go and look at. Now, when you look at that execution in real time, this is what it looks like. This is the flow. It goes from market data to technical analysis to buy and sell decisions to the trade execution, right? And that's been done by the algorithm that can mirror the trades of successful traders and provide real-time automated execution for our community, allowing our individual users the ability to activate their own, trades. Okay, so when you look at Algo Alpha guys, they can mirror master accounts using algorithmic trading and execute them instantly for our community, just like Omni. Okay, and so you get a chance to get the best of both worlds with Algo Alpha and Omni when it comes to this. Okay. Now, you see, this is Algo Alpha's, disclaimer. So remember that the one I read earlier today. I'm not going to read this one. Okay, I'm gonna leave that up to you. You can screenshot this. I'll give you an extra second or two to screenshot this. But what it's saying is the same exact thing that I said earlier. This comes with risk, guys, and it's not if you lose money, guys. It's when you lose money. The cool part about this is that you just have to have more wins than losses, right? And when I look at Algo Alpha, these are four strategies I'm about to show you that three of them have been in play for over 3 years. One have been in play for about between I think 3 to 6 months, and all of them are winners. Out of the four, two have zero losing months. Now they have trades that were lost in the month, but they had way more trades that won, right? But they only had two that had losing months. So that means that you have two that for 3 years they had no losing months at all. Then you have like this one. This is the intelligent portfolio. You see that growth right there, 192% growth. Okay. When you see the crypto alpha, now this is one of the ones that actually had a losing month. I actually had two, and a 658% growth here. Okay. This is also one of the most volatile, which means that it has the most movement and it has the most potential to win and to lose. But as you can see, the growth right here, 658%, they're winning, right? Now, look at the Alpha Trader, 420%, guys, 420% growth and only one losing month in 3 years. And then you have the Algo Alpha X. Again, this is the one that's been around between 3 to 6 months and no losing months, obviously. But as you can see, the growth right there, 84%. Okay, so I'm excited about this, guys. But let me, matter of fact, go back. So when you look at these percentages, you look at this chart. Uh, these charts are being updated every month, and you can go to my FX book, and you can see, pull up Algo Alpha, and you can look at all four of their strategies, and it'll tell you exactly what the growth is, win rates, all that stuff is for each one of these strategies. Okay. Now, when you look at people who, I have a great deal of respect for people who I would take advice from them because I would gladly trade bank accounts with them. Warren Buffett is one of those individuals, right? And he had a quote that I've been living by forever, right? If you don't find a way, to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And guys, I mean, he's talking about residual income. He's talking about passive income. He's talking about having assets work on your behalf, all right, without your involvement. Now, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in depth in a moment, but one of the things that works for me is traveling. I love traveling, and the fact that the company gives you a free membership. It's free to you, not to them. They add this, to your membership because you're on board with us. That you have your own private wholesale pricing booking engine now where you're getting up to 70% savings on 4 or 5 star hotels that you're getting 2 to 3 star pricing on. Over a million global properties and over 3,000 discounted curated trips that I'm going to share with you how powerful that is in just a moment. But every trip is tax deductible for all my people who are tax savvy, business savvy, and for those who love your associates, your family members, and friends, and you want to make sure that they can travel like you. Guess what? They can have access to this wealth of savings for $29 a month. Okay, so for less than $350 a year, right? Well, they could save $350 a night on a hotel, right? For less than $350 a year, they get 100% of everything you get here, plus they get that free annual stay on their anniversary every year. Not 1 year, not the first year, every year. Every year, you and them will have access to those 3,000 locations that I talked about that are global. Those 4 and 5 star locations that are worth four or $5,000 per stay on average, guys. This is what you're going to get just by being a part, of our trading community. Okay, but here's some of the things you have that just a couple of real quick examples, and this is what the prices were at that time. The New York Millennium Hotel Times Square, $410 savings per night. Okay. Miami, Florida, the Soul Miami, at Noble House Resort, saving $140 a night. Venice, Italy, NH Venezia, St. Lucia, saving $150 a night. Okay. So wrapping this thing up, guys, uh, how much does it cost to actually be a part of the Bill Trading Academy? Well, going back to all the things that you see, you know, all I'm gonna just say right now, as you can see, 199, it has you at something that's grossly underpriced. You saw all of the different traders. You saw that we do 4 different categories of strategies, not just one. You see that we give, real-time live trading and training. We don't, we guys, we want to make sure that you have the best of the best. We want to make sure that once you get the Bill Trading Academy experience, that no one else will be able to compare to it. And we're going to give it to you for $199 down and $99 a month for tuition. Okay. But that's going to be minus Einstein and Omni, right? And also Algo Alpha. So when you look at the technology, when you want to get those, the tuitions are different. Obviously, you get everything with the basics and the core, right? But here, when you look at the elite, the elite is 499, right? One time, and 149 a month. Now, this is what you get for the elite. And I want to make sure I preface this by saying this. Guys, just with Algo Alpha alone. If you went to Algo Alpha directly, without our company, okay, please listen to what I'm about to tell you. Write this down because there's going to be some sticker shock here, right? Go directly to them, and what you'll see is you have two memberships, right? You have a membership where you have one strategy, and it costs $10,000 for that strategy, 499 a month, right? 499 a month. We're giving it to you for 499 down and 149 a month, right? But guess what? If you got a bundle like the Premier where you have access to all of the strategies, actually it's just three for them. Algo Alpha, three strategies is $25,000 down. It's $999 a month. Guys, we're giving it to you for $999 a month, and $999 down rather than $199 a month. Guys, you get everything. You get the scanner that's going to help you trade and work with you, right? Then you get the Omni and Alpha that is going to work for you. Like I said, and forget it. So hopefully the value alone puts you in a position where you understand what you have your hands on. And so, like the wisest people around the world, guys, we look at what other people are doing that works and we just copy it. Okay. We put our own spin on it. And what I'm talking about right now is you see universities who understand there are students out there who want the education, they just can't afford it. And so they pay them for referrals. And guys, guess what? We do the same exact thing. For any of our students, who refer, people to us, and to our program, to the trading academy, this is what we're going to do. We're going to offset those referrals, we're going to offset your monthly tuition rather with those referrals. So if you are a basic core member subscriber of $99 a month, you refer 4 basic access members or higher, and now it's zero. You got a free ride. Okay. The elite access subscription of 149 a month, right? If you refer 4 elite access or higher, right? Guess what? 149 goes away and you save $1,800 a year, right? Free ride on education, free access to the technology. Okay. And then premium access subscription, 199 a month, guys. That's $2,400 a year. You refer for premium members, and guess what? That goes away. You get a free ride on education. You get a free ride on, the technology, right? And guys, this is again something that's amazing. So for those of you who are here, guys, because you want to learn how to trade, okay? You want assistance with your trading, or right, you want something to trade for you. Okay, this part is over. This part is done. Right, get back with the person who invited you here and let them know, one, that you appreciate it, and two, you want to go ahead and enroll. Okay, but for those of you who say, you know what, I still want to get paid for referrals, right, guys, a little bit of extra money ain't never hurt anybody. Okay. And we show people how to build trading communities, right? And so when you have people who are referring people who are referring people, guess what? Your communities are going to grow on its own. Right? If the information is good, people are learning, people are making money, trading, guess what they're going to do? They're going to tell the people about it. So as you can see here, a person can earn 250 a month, $700 a month, $1,500 a month just by building a trading community that they don't have to build by themselves. Okay. So that residual recurring money can help offset some bills that you have, help relieve you of some debt, help you actually put money in your trading accounts for you to trade, or put money into your Omni and Algo accounts where, guess what? That money is traded on your behalf. Okay. And then the other thing is this, that's the residual side. When it comes to, just the per person, guys, when you refer people to the core essentials, you're making anywhere from $20 to as much as $50 per referral. Okay. When you actually refer a person to the elite, you're making as little as $100, as much as $200 per referral. Okay. And then when you refer someone to the premium, you're making as little as $200, per referral, to as much as $400 per referral. Okay. So, guys, that's how simple it is. That's how simple we'll keep it, right? Getting rich doesn't take a lot of time, right? And saving your family's lives, creating some, again, financial firewalls to protect you and your family, because you're now adding multiple streams of income and things like that to your household. Guys, that's at some point in time, it's got to be a necessity. Everybody needs income insurance, and this is probably the best insurance that you'll ever find. And for the price point, it's grossly underpriced, so you can't beat this. So again, get back with the person, and let them know that, one, you appreciate it, because this is the thing, and I'll end with this. At the end of the day, guys, people don't fail in life, based on the lies that were told to them. People fail in life based on the truth that was told to them that they fail to believe. And there's a lot of truth out there that you see with what happened, the financial carnage that happened in 2025, the people suffering in 25. You heard the stories, or you may even been a part of that story. And this year, 2026, we're going into this new year, putting people in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as they live, if they lock arms with us and learn how to trade. Okay. So we'll see you guys at the top. We'll see you guys at the bank. We'll see you guys on the beaches of the world.